Welcome back to another Tier That. I'd like to take a second here to thank Spiderface7215 for suggesting this video. Today we're going to be opening some mail from a fan. This is going to be... I'm really excited. Oh, also Trevor's here. Some of you may know him as the leader of the French choir.
That's me. I teach the French choir. Let's see.
Okay. This is actually quite ridiculous. $300. What a lousy fan. Alright, well, Geico sent me some mail. I thought it was for Tier That, but I guess it was just for my normal life. Well, that's unfortunate, to say the least, but here we are. Hopefully I get monetized soon so I can pay my insurance.
Please subscribe.
Please subscribe. I've been told the 5-year-old audience likes to be told to subscribe. They'll just do it. So, not that I think I have a lot of 5-year-olds in the audience, but just in case they're not subscribed yet. Anywho, we're tiering music today. Just the genres, no specific songs. Trevor, where are we starting with here today? Oh, sorry. Do you want to plug anything besides sign up for French choir?
Yeah, sign up for French choir, and that's all I have actually.
Okay. We're going to start with rock and roll here. No, we're not. We're going to start with... They're all so good. This is a terrible thing to do. I love all of these. What do you want to do with pop?
So, popular music started in the early 1900s with the invention of recording.
This is true.
Instruments. And it's really cool. Like, you think of people who sang pop, like, you know, Frank Sinatra was a pop guy back in the day.
That's true. Yes, we loved him. We
The
still
old
love
croonies.
him.
But then, I mean, there's still something to say about it. You know?
It's
like, it's
true.
still good.
It's still relevant today.
Obviously, because it's pop music. So, I don't want to be that guy that says that to go against the grain and say pop music is not my favorite.
That's okay. You don't have to be.
Okay, good. S tier.
Great. S tier for bop. Because if you don't listen to pop, you're uncultured.
Amen.
I think people just don't want to admit it's the best stuff out there. So jazz is obviously S tier.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say about that.
Let it be known to the fans that I am a jazz musician, so Easton is obligated to say that.
Yeah, I have to put it in S tier. If I was doing this video alone, probably still be an S tier.
That means a lot.
But it's good.
Favorite jazz artist?
Michael Bublé.
He's going.
I should have said you though. Trevor Smith.
All right.
Favorite artist.
Next time.
Yeah, I'll get that. We can edit that out.
Watch me on Spotify.
Okay, so then we have rock and roll, which is also S tier. Like, I don't know how you could possibly argue with that. This is started with Elvis Presley, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, that's the OG rock and roll.
And obviously that's S tier quality, right? I still listen to Elvis.
Yep.
At least one song, but at least any song from Lilo and Stitch.
Anybody who can become a one-man sensation like that, it deserves my respect. The respect of the people.
That's true. And never mind. Michael Jackson was king of pop. Yeah, rock and roll. I mean, look at that picture alone. I don't know if that's the picture you choose to represent rock and roll.
Also, rock and roll music on Guitar Hero, and Guitar Hero is my favorite game. So
that's true. I forgot about that. You really shred on Guitar Hero, so we obviously have to pay our respects to that.
Yeah.
S tier. Yeah, think of all those classics on there.
Real life, I can't play anything, but Guitar Hero.
And speaking of classics, classical.
Okay.
Which is also clearly S tier.
The true classic of Western music, at least.
Yeah, now this is where Trevor's really going to know a little more than me. What is classical music?
I like to think that Bach was the first classical musician.
Okay.
He really standardized things like notation and like harmonic practices and you know the standard compositional techniques for classical music. And from him it just got awesome, you know. And it's all good. Well, okay, Baroque is not my favorite because it's more about technique than actually sounding good.
Okay.
Like technically impressive, you know?
Yeah. It's good stuff.
Yeah, it's good. Honestly, you got to be in the right mood to listen to it.
That's
But-
true, but I think that's true of most music.
That's true.
So,
That's true.
which speaking of which, I'm always in an alternative mood,
Mm.
which is why that's got to be an S tier as well.
Yeah.
I love alternative rock so much. I'd be lying if I put it anywhere but S tier.
Hey man, I grew up on that stuff. That was my dad's music, so.
Oh really?
It's
That's
always-
nice.
it's always been
I had to
nostalgic.
discover this actually a week ago. Was my
Wow.
first time. No, it wasn't a week ago. But I did just make an alternative rock playlist and
Mhm.
I love it. I listened
Yeah.
to it. I actually listened to it this morning. Got
That's
me ready
nice.
for the day. I was like, now I can conquer the world.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. I like Chili Peppers, Arctic Monkeys as well. A little obscure, but
Good stuff. Okay, now before I put blues in the B tier, blues B for blues.
okay.
What do you think about the blues?
That's soul music, man. I mean, this is how people expressed their feelings back in the day. It was nice. I mean, like you just throw down a little melody, you grab your harmonica, and you just tell the world how it is. And it was catharsis. Really,
All right, so it sounds like we have no option but to put blues in the S tier.
honestly,
Okay,
can't be beat.
we can do that. My blues experience is just that sketch I've shown you from Conan O'Brien where he writes blues music with
Yes.
with children.
And don't you feel like they are able to express their feelings?
Yes, they express them so well through
Yeah.
song. So yeah, you know what? I gotta say blues is S tier.
Yeah.
Swing's cracked. We have to go with S tier. It's not a party unless you're swinging.
Oh,
I
man.
think.
Amen. And Easton knows a thing or two about swing.
I know it don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing.
Swing.
And
Swing at home.
swinging, baby. They had it figured out, those swing guys.
Yeah.
So regrettably, our S tier is full, which means indie can only do A tier at its best.
Dang it.
Sorry.
Change the order.
Sorry, indie. Yeah, technicality, but live and learn, I guess.
Indie's some of my favorite music.
Yeah, indie's pretty good. Well, indie's kind of hit or miss though. To be fair, so I maybe it deserves A tier for the misses. As
true.
I think about if I'm not mistaken, 99% of indie music is a miss. It's just that 1% you actually hear about that's good.
That's true.
Because you can upload anything these days, and,
Yeah.
and it's indie. It's kind of like books. I don't know if you've read books recently. There's a lot of crappy
I
books
definitely
out
don't
there.
read indie books.
The self-published
Not worth
books.
it.
Those are something else. Sometimes they really slap, but most of the time,
They like sneak them into the library.
yeah, you gotta. It's rough. It's rough out there for the little guy. Anyways, indie music's good. Taylor Swift says something about indie music actually in her. She's really salty that her boyfriend is listening to some indie record that's much cooler than hers.
Mm.
And that one song about not getting back together. So that's.
I think I recognize that.
I think it was the first time I ever heard about indie music.
Okay.
Uh,
I just learned what indie means.
Independent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Well, that's crazy because when I was typing the picture for this, I was using the word independent,
And I recognized
that's crazy.
that word, and I felt like I knew something.
I thought indie tied to like India, so I was like
Mm.
very confused for quite some time. I was
Yeah.
like, what is this indie music?
Yeah. I thought it was Indiana. It was,
Indiana, that's far better than India, I will say.
That's
If for
a
the
good
sake of what the music sounded like, because I was like, this makes no sense. I was like, indie music. I was like, I swear this isn't what I swear this isn't the music they're making in India. Anyways, for our last one, we have K-pop, which obviously is F tier. So that's all the time we have for today. It's good stuff. Obviously, music itself is pretty S tier.
feel free to look me up on Spotify, but only if you're listening to this in 10 years in the future, because I don't have anything yet. So
Okay, 10 years in the future, Trevor Smith, Spotify. How's that pen tasting? Has it been good?
yeah, it's nice. I've been eating this Bic pen the whole video.
It's been fascinating to watch him.
About halfway through.
Anyways, we'll be closing out this video with a short rendition of Kumbaya. Kumbaya, my lord. Kumbaya.